6:37 this morning, drivers in Fort Valley say that getting through downtown has become a headache as road work continues at a busy railroad crossing. The Georgia Department of Transportation is working on improvements along US 341.
And until the project's finished, then cars are going to have to find a way around the construction. That construction began in January of last year. And Naomi Washington has the latest on how the project is progressing and how people are navigating the changes. Naomi?
Good morning. The state says the work started last January and it isn't set to be done until spring of 2026, so next spring. By the end, that will be a year and a half of drivers finding detours and nearby business hardships because people can't cross over this main railroad section.
I could not tell you a reason why they did the construction in the first place, other than to make the flow on that one road on the other side of the railroad tracks a little bit better, which I'll admit did need a touch-up. But the construction right through the intersection, I can't give you a reason for that to happen.
While construction is happening on this highway that passes over a railroad crossing, the State Department of Transportation suggests that drivers use the overpass. It's a safe option for drivers of regular-sized vehicles, but not for farmers like Cal Langston.
We have a combine we have to get through here, and multiple semis have to pass through here. So it's very disheartening on a safety aspect.
Langston says crossing that bridge with an incline and downward slope could end in disaster. He wants to cross the tracks at ground level.
Sometimes drivers don't want to stay on their side of the turning lane getting off of the bridge, and it's at an incline like this. So if your brakes go out, you're in a lot of trouble because you're going straight forward into somebody.
Businesses next to the dug up area, like the Railroad Cafe, also at risk.
It has actually slowed us down a lot just because people are having to go the long way around and they get frustrated and don't want to take, by the time they do come in, or are able to get around, it's like, well, what's the point now?
Cafe crew member Mandy Delp says they depend on their regulars and wish out-of-towners didn't have to work so hard to find them.
I hope it gets better before it gets worse.
It's a $4.2 million project. The state says there have been delays with getting railway permits and conflicts with utilities. I asked the state spokesperson, Gina Snyder, what railroad permits they still need, when will they have them, and to expand on the utility conflicts they cited. She sent a statement in response. It says in part that project schedules will change to issues out of their control. They're working to complete the project as fast as they can. Now, the full statement will be on our website. Again, the projected end time for the project is next spring.
All right, thank you, Naomi. Certainly frustrating for those folks in town. Now, we want to get information and answers for you about areas in Central Georgia that are driving you crazy.
Of course, you can send us what road you want us to visit next. Once you do, we'll reach out to you and officials to learn more. So go ahead and send us what's driving you crazy to our email, news@13wmaz.com.